Hello guys! Welcome back sa ating C# tutorial. We're going to create a sign-up window with an upload and display function using PictureBox. Connected din siya sa MySQL database. Dito sa example natin, hahayaan lang natin munang blank yung user ID. Mamaya natin yan gagamitin sa display function. So, ang lalagyan lang natin ng laman ay itong last name, first name, middle name, username, password, and itong picture. For example, last name, De La Cruz. First name, Juan. Middle name, Santos. Username, Juan DC. Password, admin123. Naka-password character lang to guys. So, i-discuss ko rin later in case na hindi nyo pa siya alam. Next, upload tayo ng picture. Click upload. Change natin to all files. Pili tayo ng picture. Ito na lang. Ayan. Record successfully saved. After that, magki-clear na yung text boxes. Dito sa database, refresh. Ito na siya. De La Cruz, Juan Santos, Juan DC, admin123. And ito yung path ng image. Next, let's try the display function. Ang ID niya ay 24. Ilagay natin siya sa ID. Click display. Ayan. Nag-display yung details na in-add natin kanina and pati yung image na in-upload ko. Yan yung gagawin natin sa tutorial na to. Alright? Let's start. Here's my Visual Studio. Create new project. Windows Forms App.NET Framework. Next. Project name, it's up to you. Sa akin, sign up with PictureBox. Click Create. Let's start with the UI or user interface. Drag and drop tayo ng labels. 6 labels. Copy and paste na lang. Change natin yung text. ID. Last name. First name. Middle name. Username. And last is yung password. Next, text boxes. 6 din. Copy-paste. Palitan natin ng names. TXT ID. TXT last name. TXT first name. TXT middle name. TXT username. And TXT password. Next is picture box. Add tayo. 2 buttons for display and upload. Change ng names. BTN display, pati yung text. Display. Next, BTN upload. Text displayed is upload. Let's start coding. Double-click nyo lang yung upload button. Ayan. Nare-direct na tayo sa code view. But before tayo mag-start sa coding, add muna tayo ng DLL file. Dito sa Solution Explorer, right-click, dito sa References. Click Add Reference. Meron na akong DLL file, so i-check ko na lang siya para ma-add. Para dun sa mga wala pa, ilalagay ko sa description box yung link kung saang website nyo siya pwedeng i-download. Dito yon sa dllfiles.com. Ito. Click download lang. Balik tayo sa Visual Studio. Para sa mga nag-download, click browse lang para ma-add nyo yung DLL file. After that, okay na. Makikita nyo na siya dyan. Kailangan natin yung DLL file to connect and interact with our MySQL databases. Code view tayo. Dito sa taas, add tayo ng namespace para magkaroon tayo ng access sa mga classes and methods ng MySQL. Using mysql.data.mysql client, Next, connection. MySQL connection class, yung name, so con is equal to new MySQL connection at data source is equal to localhost port is 3306, username root, password is admin. Para dun sa mga hindi pa nakakapag-install ng MySQL database, ilalagay ko na rin sa description yung link ng tutorial kung paano mag-install. Pati na rin yung installer. Okay? Next, create na rin tayo ng command. MySQL command, class siya. Name ng command is cmd is equal to new MySQL command, open and close parenthesis, semicolon. Ayan. May connection na tayo. Meron na rin tayong command. Ipapakita ko muna sa inyo yung ating table. Ito siya. DB sample yung database name. TBL users yung table name. Ito yung columns. We have here user underscore ID. Naka-big int siya yung data type. Primary key, not null, and auto-increment. Meron din tayong last name, first name, middle name, username, password, and c_path. Lahat ginawa kong varchar yung data type, but it's up to you. Nagkaiba lang sila sa length. Yung c_path kailangan na medyo malaki since path yung ilalagay natin dyan. Meron na rin tayong sample data. Yung ginawa natin kanina and yung iba ko pang examples. Balik tayo sa Visual Studio. Meron ng connection and command. Kanina, dinouble-click na natin yung btn upload and automatic na meron na tayong event handler. Sa loob, we're going to open a database connection. Name ng connection natin is con. So, con.open, open and close parenthesis, semicolon. Next, isaset lang natin yung connection para sa ating command object, which is yung CMD, para alam niya kung saan i-execute yung query. cmd.connection is equal to, yung name ng connection, con, semicolon. After that, yung mismong insert query for adding new record. We're going to use parameterized queries. Actually guys, much better talaga yung paggamit ng parameterized queries para ma-prevent din natin yung SQL injection. Iwas hack. Okay? So, cmd.commandText is equal to yung insert query natin, double quotes, insert into name ng database, dbsample, dot name ng table, TBL users, open and close parenthesis, yung name ng columns na papasukan natin ng data. So, since naka-auto-increment yung ating user underscore ID column, skip na natin siya. Ang i-call na lang natin is yung last name, first name, middle name, username, password, and cpath. Next, values. Again, open and close parenthesis. Dito naman natin ilalagay yung placeholders. So, yung placeholder natin para sa last name or para sa value ng last name, so same na lang din. Start tayo sa @ at last name, comma. Next, first name, middle name, so same na lang din dun sa name ng column. username, password, and cpath. Huwag niyong kakalimutan yung @ sign. Pagka-specify nyo ng command, we're going to clear any existing parameters in the CMD first para ma-prevent natin yung any conflicts. cmd.parameters.clear, open and close parenthesis, semicolon. Alright, let's add parameters to the SQL query. cmd.parameters, add with value. Call natin yung placeholder. So, at last name muna, comma, then yung name ng corresponding text box. txt last name, dot text. Yan. So, ganun din sa mga susunod. Copy and paste na lang. Palitan natin yung name ng placeholder and ng text box. First name, middle name, username, and password. After natin sa mga text boxes, next is yung image. Let's initialize image path. String, so image path na lang yung name, is equal to null. Null muna. It will later store the file path of our selected image. Sunod is open file dialog. Open file dialog, yung name is OFD na lang, is equal to new open file dialog. So, yung initial directory natin is downloads. Next, filter. So, image files, JPEG, or all files. Okay? So, i-restrict natin yung file types to JPEG or all files na. After that, we're going to check if the user selected a file and kung pinindot niya na ba yung okay dun sa file dialog. So, kung oo, sa loob niyan, i-retrieve natin yung file name and path. First, extract the file name from the selected file path using path.getFileName. Then, construct tayo ng relative path to save the file. Create muna tayo ng folder sa loob ng project folder natin. So, yung name ng project natin is Sign Up with Picture Box. Kasamahan nitong bin. Add kayo ng folder dyan. Sa akin, pictures na lang o all caps. Concatenate nyo siya with file name. Ayan. After that, let's copy file to target path. Determine lang natin yung target location to save the image. Dito, ititrim natin yung last 10 characters from the application. Necessary to kasi yung application.startup path, it usually includes the path to the executable file, which is typically located sa bin, then debug folder, or dun sa bin, then release folder natin during development. So, kailangan natin matrim yon to move up the directory structure to the root folder of our project. Next, and if the file already exists, gawin lang nating true yung overwrite. So, para i-overwrite niya. And, ang haba ng process, no? Next, once na okay na yung path, i-add na natin yung constructed file path as the value for the c_path parameter dito sa ating SQL query. Add na rin tayo ng else statement. So, if no file is selected, gawin lang natin siyang null. Okay, let's execute the query. Once na na-insert na, add tayo ng indicator like simple message box. So, message box.show Record successfully saved. Close the database connection. Don't forget. Con.close. Tapos, clear natin yung text boxes para maayos. So, call lang natin isa-isa. Txt last name dot text is equal to null para ma-clear. Same with txt first name, txt middle name, txt username, txt password, and txt ID para sure. Okay. Let's try. Run. ID, leave it blank. Last name, for example, Ramos. First name, Ana. Middle name, Soke. Username, Ana Ramos. Password, admin123 na lang din. So, gawin lang natin siyang password card dito. Dito sa properties, yan, kung anong character yung gusto nyo once na nag-type tayo ng password. For example, asterisk. Yan, gawin lang natin asterisk, then run. O, balik natin yung data natin kanina. Ramos, Ana, Soke. Ana Ramos, then yung password, admin123. O, ayan. Naka-asterisk na. Next is picture. Upload. Etong tiger na lang. Ayan. Record successfully saved. Okay. Refresh natin tong database. Ito na yung details ni Ana and yung path ng image. Okay. Next, display button. Once na in-input ko yung ID ng user dito, magdi-display yung details niya. Even yung picture. Alright. Double click. Meron na ulit tayong event handler. Open ulit ng connection. Con.open. Open and close parenthesis, semicolon. Let's create an adapter to execute a query. Dito, i-retrieve natin yung columns from TBL users table sa magmamatch dito sa laman ng user ID text box. MySQL data adapter class, name ng adapter, so adapter na lang din, is equal to new MySQL data adapter, open and close parenthesis, then yung select query. So, select all, asterisk, from name ng database, dbsample, dot, name ng table, TBL users, where name ng column na imamatch natin dun sa placeholder na nag-hold ng ID. So, user underscore ID is equal to, yung placeholder, at user ID, comma, yung name ng connection, con. Okay. Next, let's add a value for the user ID placeholder in the query. Call natin yung adapter. So, adapter dot select command dot parameters dot add with value, open and close parenthesis, yung name ng placeholder, so at user ID, comma, yung corresponding text box, so txtid dot text. After that, gawa tayo ng data table object. So, data table class, name ng data table, dt, is equal to new data table, open and close parenthesis, semicolon, then field. Adapter.field, call natin si dt. Ipopopulate lang natin yung data table ng result ng adapter. Okay? Let's check naman kung may rows na na-return. So, if dt.rows.count is greater than 0, sa loob niyan, kung meron, i-display natin siya sa text boxes. I-assign lang natin yung values of specific columns to their corresponding text boxes. Kukol lang natin yung names ng text boxes. First is txt_lastname.text. Then, name ng data table, dt.rows. Then yung column name, last name, .toString. Yan. So, kakonvert lang natin siya to string para ma-display. Same lang din sa mga susunod. Copy and paste na lang, then palitan natin ng name yung text boxes and yung column names. So, txt first name, middle name, username, and password. Next, yung image path naman. Kukunin lang natin yung directory ng executable file. Nasa loob lang naman siya ng bin, then debug folder. Trim ulit to get the root directory. This time, -9 na lang. So, pwede naman natin siyang i-count na yung bin debug. It is equal to 9 characters. Tapos, retrieve. Yan, string image path. Re-retrieve lang natin yung cpath. After ma-retrieve, ilo-load na natin siya sa picture box. Kalang natin yung picture box. Picture box1.image is equal to image.fromFile, then yung laman ng image path variable. Add na rin tayo ng else statement in case na hindi nag-exist yung user ID na i-enter ni user. Message box.show. Okay nang bahala sa akin. No user found with the given ID. Yan na lang. Last, close the connection. Con.close. Okay. Test. Run. Anong ID yung in-insert natin kanina? 25. Lagay natin 25. Ayan. Click display. Ito na yung details ni Ana. Ramos, Ana, Soke, Ana Ramos. Tapos yung password. So, admin 123 lang yung value niyan. Then, yung tiger na picture. Okay. So, ganyan guys. Yan yung ating simple sign up with picture box. Kung may questions or requests, comment lang. Sana nakatulong ako. Thank you guys for watching.